Analytics webinar. I'm Lauren D'Souza, and I'm joined by Yara Khalil, and today we're going to introduce you to the new RFM and Analytics update on Gameball. In this webinar, we'll cover what the new release is all about, what some insights are that you can do with the product, and how to best drive decisions for your business, and make sure that you can use this to the best of your ability to drive the potential of your loyalty program. In our conversation today, we're going to talk about what exactly is the new update. There's new analytics to look at, there's entirely new player segments to look at, and why this is so powerful is because of the fact that with these insights, we can do very personalized, customized, and engaging experiences for your customers. So first things first, I'm going to hand it over to Yara. She's going to talk all about the new product, show you through it, and then after that, I'll explain a couple of the different insights that you want to be looking out for, so that when you go into your own Gameball dashboard, you know exactly how to use this product to the best of its ability. So first things first, let's kick it off with Yara. She'll walk you through the product to start us off.
Hi, Lauren. Thanks a lot for the great introduction. And I'm really happy I got to sit with you today and educate our customers about the new release, because this is one of our really important releases, because it focuses on the data and how you can retarget your customers using Gameball and how you can understand your customers better using Gameball as well. So we are not just all about loyalty or just giving you solutions to retain your customers. No, we want to educate you about how you can retain them, why you should retain them, what are the strategies that you should be following to retain them correctly. So I'm just going to give a quick introduction about what is the release and what was the features included. So we had two major features that have been released within our final release here. And the first one was an entirely new module, which is the RFM segments module. So let me just zoom in on this one for a little bit here. So as you all know, we already had the custom segmentation module, which allowed you to actually tailor specific segments with very advanced rules where you can group your customers into segments using such. This one was really good, and it's very helpful, but it's a bit advanced and it needs some thought at your end to just create the correct segments that you want to retarget. So with the RFM new module, it's the custom segmentation, but better. You don't need to do anything. We just take your customer base, we group them into segments using the RFM algorithm. It's not only going to be about segmenting the customers and giving you the data. No, we're also going to suggest options on how to retain those customers through our tool as well. So it's going to be through the Gameball app inside. So that's for the RFM. We are hoping that this would be easier for anyone who's not very experienced with setting rules for segments and how to group their customers and so on. So this is a much easier solution without any effort. So that was for the RFM, and this is the first part of the release. And also we had another part of the release, which is the analytics. So it's the analytics, but revamped, much easier to read, tells the story, and helps you understand your customers and take action much easier. So as you can see here, once you access the homepage of our app, you will find a new chart that's actually showing you 6 customer segments based on the RFM segmentation. Okay, so here we have the best buyers, loyal, new players, about to lose, can't lose, promising, and lost. And all your players are divided or grouped into these 6 segments based on scores as we have mentioned before. Okay, so this is actually just a summary. So here you can see a generic breakdown for your customers using the RFM. What if you want to get into more details? So you can do that through various journeys. So you can either click the no more here, or you can actually just go to the players section and click on RFM section. Once you do that, you will be taken to a listing page for all the segments that we are offering through the RFM segmentation. And for each segment, you will find the description of the segment, the number of players within that segment, the segment tags because, as we know, we are depending on tags for retargeting or for selecting any group of customers through the app by creating a challenge, creating an outbound, or anything like that. So you will be finding the tag and how it looks, what's its name and everything. And also there will be a button where you can view the players list of each of the segments. And last but not least, you will find here this link, which is actually really, really important for each segment, because once you click here on that link, you will find the recommendations list for each segment on how to retain and retarget your customers using other journeys of our app or educational content as well, so that you will be able to create a little strategy of how you can retarget this group based on their specific behavior. So it's going to be a different list of recommendations based on each of the segments. It's not a fixed list. So it depends on the behavior of the segment or the players within the segment. So I would just like to take you through different journeys for this part. So to start with, I would just want to take you for the journey where you can view your players. So here, this segment has only one player. So when you click on it, it's going to show you the list of players here and also give you the basic functionalities that you can do or the actions that you can do for this list of players. So you can add the points, reward the challenge, give them different tags for just labeling. This is not going to be a segment, of course. Exclude them from your program, update them, or extract the list. And of course, all the filtering options will be available on that list. And then if we are going to access the recommendations journey or the actionable insights journey, so we're going to click here and we'll find 3 different options. And if I'm going to check for example, the recommendations for another segment like the promising, we'll find a different one. So we have different options, as I have mentioned before, for the recommendations. For example, here, this is a recommendation about how to engage your customers and encourage them to increase their order value. So here, this recommendation, when I click on the action for it, it's going to take me to a journey where I can create a challenge for actually increasing the order value. So it's a ready-made template. You don't need to do a lot of work. And also you will find the segment that we are targeting here already selected. So it's just for you to change the word if you want to add different content if you, but in a few clicks, you're just going to be able to create a specific challenge to engage your customers with just a few clicks. So that is for the challenges journeys. Also, we have different journeys here, like creating an outbound as well. So here we have an option to reach out to our customers to retain them. How we can do that? We can do that with an outbound journey where you can just create an outbound email with just a few clicks, where once you click on that button, you'll be taken to an outbound email creation form where you will find the segment already selected as well. And you can just follow the regular steps for the outbound and create whatever content you would like to add, and then just save, and that's a campaign. So that's it for the RFM. We have tried to give you the best recommendations on how to retarget and retain your customers through our app. And hopefully this will help you engage and grow your customer base based on the insights we have given you. So awesome. That was it for the RFM. Thank you, Lauren.
Awesome. Thank you, Yara, for going over the overview of this wonderful new release of the RFM segments. With our team here at the customer success team at Gameball, we like to look at the how and the why of these products as well, because there's so many different things you can do with this. So one thing that I wanted to highlight was one thing that could be important for your team is every so often you should be checking on the health of your program to see what's working, what's not working, what could be use some tweaking to make sure that customers are really enjoying the whole experience of Gameball. One thing that you can do with the RFM segments is gather your team someone from sales, someone from marketing, someone from product, bring everybody together to look at these RFM segments once every quarter, perhaps, and take a look at the changing of the numbers between all the different groups that Yara had mentioned. So as you saw before with the RFM segments, there was the ability to see all the way from the lost customers all the way to the best. So you should be seeing changing numbers. And if you are, invest in what's working. And if you're not, you can come up with some different strategies as well. And so, as Yara mentioned, there's all these different ideas for how you can go about doing that. So it is healthy to be able to see every couple of months the health of the entire program and the breakdown of the players so that you can adjust accordingly. With that, that's the RFM segments. And now we'll move on to the analytics and the revamp of that product as well. Back to you, Yara, to go over the analytics.
Thank you, Lauren. Thank you for the great insights. So now I'll be moving to the analytics section. So as you can see here, you can access the analytics section from our menu, and you will find 4 new reports. There are actually 3 entirely new reports and one that we have already had for a while now, which is the ROI report. So the revamp of the analytics was all about telling a story through the reports. Just to start with, as you can see, we have the sales and revenue report, which is focusing on the revenue side of things. So what are the revenue streams that you have, the revenue driven by Gameball, and the sales generated through our redemption and referrals and cashback programs as well, and also the redemption behavior and the cashback behavior. So this report is totally focused on your sales and revenue, and that Gameball has contributed in. Our next report here would be the players' purchase behavior, which is focusing on the behavior of your players, their purchase behavior, what orders they are making, what is their average basket size, which is a new metric, by the way, that we are offering, the repeated purchase rate for your customers, their first to second to third purchase conversion. So how many of their players convert from buying one time to a second time, then to a third time. Also, we have added a new chart for window shoppers over time. So you can check the customers that you have or the players that you have who are only window shoppers. They don't really purchase something, so that you can retarget them differently. Our last new report here would be the player behavior engagement. So this report is focusing on your players' engagement, how they are engaging with your product or your business, what is their behavior. So for example, who are the newly enrolled players, widget opens for your players or guests, how many people are opening the widget of Gameball on your store, and how many, what is the number actually of the referred friends that you have got, the referrals conversion rate. And here you can find also the current pending points. So the points that your customers have collected, but they are still pending until the return window is done. Also, we are going to be able to see the redemption behavior over time. Also, the redeemed and not spent versus redeemed and spent points. So you can understand if your customers or your players are just collecting points and redeeming them, but not using them as a coupon while they are checking out. That was it for the new analytics revamp. And so as you can see, we have tried to make each report just tell you a story. It's not scattered data. It's something that you can read very easily and understand behavior out of that report. And very, very soon, we are going to add a lot of more functionalities to those reports as well, where you can filter and slice the data in a very advanced way so that you can, and also you're going to be able to export those data as well so that you can act upon them very easily. So worth to mention is that actually our RFM new module and the new analytics reports are going to be available for all our customers for the duration of 30 days. And for everyone to try them out and see the capabilities and use them for building their strategies for retention and retargeting. And then after 30 days, they are going to be available for only the Pro and the Guru plans. So I just wanted to mention that so that everyone can just try them, and please just give us your feedback, because we really care about how you think of these new features and how beneficial they are for you. So yeah,
Awesome.
that was it for me.
Great. Thank you, Yara, so much for that overview. And the release of the new product is very exciting. For those of
Thank
you watching, as Yara mentioned, it's free for everybody to use for the first month and then will be paid after that. So, in that time of it being a free release for everybody for the next month, if you want to reach out to our customer success team, we'll be happy to show you how to implement this into your strategy, come up with ideas with you, and show you how this will implement into your decision making in terms of how to tweak and maintain your program. So you can always reach out to us. You can book a call through the Gameball dashboard on the homepage or live chat us in the bottom right of your dashboard as well. And with that, we'll conclude our RFM webinar. Thank you so much for watching this. And if you have any questions, always feel free to reach out to us, leave us feedback, and we look forward to helping you build the wonderful potential of your retention strategy. Thanks for joining us today.